The alien woman gave me a box. "Open this when you're alone," she said. The war had ended 3 days ago. Or at least, that's what they told us. Peace treaties signed. Flags lowered. Wounded carried home. But on the ground, where ash still choked the air and the smell of plasma burns lingered in every breath, it didn't feel over. Not until she found me again. We were both posted on the edge of the demilitarized zone. Me, a human soldier guarding the ruins of a collapsed human outpost, and her, an alien emissary sent to monitor the ceasefire. Her people, the Zelari, had been our enemies for years. Sleek, tall, with shimmering skin the color of pale starlight and eyes like liquid dusk, they were as feared as they were misunderstood. She found me by the old communications tower, where silence now lived instead of radio static. "Sergeant Cale Varn?" she asked, her voice soft, as though trying not to disturb the ghosts. I turned, hand brushing my sidearm instinctively. She stood with her hands behind her back. No weapons, no threats, just a box. Smooth, silver, and small enough to fit in 2 palms. "I remember you," I said slowly. "We met in Red Valley. You were the medic who healed your lieutenant," she said, nodding, "even though he had just shot 2 of your scouts." "I believe life is more valuable than vengeance," she replied. I stared at her. That moment had haunted me. Her kneeling beside our wounded with her glowing instruments, ignoring our glares and distrust. She'd done it anyway. Quietly, bravely. "I'm glad you're still alive," I muttered. She smiled faintly and held out the box. "Take this." I blinked. "What is it?" "Something you need. But open it when you're alone." "Why?" "Because truth speaks clearest in silence." I took the box from her gently. It pulsed faintly in my grip, warm to the touch. When I looked up again, she was already walking away, her white cloak flickering like a dying star. I waited until nightfall. The others at base drank and played cards, trying to forget the years of blood. I slipped away to my quarters, locked the door, and sat on the edge of my cot. The box rested in my lap, glowing softly. I pressed my thumb to the side. A click, then it opened. Inside was a small crystal disc and a folded piece of parchment, not tech, but paper. Old-fashioned. I unfolded it, played the recording, then decide. I stared at the disc, then inserted it into the portable hollow player. The air shimmered. Light flared. Her face appeared, projected above the box. Not calm this time. Not formal. Raw. Unfiltered. She looked tired. "If you're watching this, it means I found the courage to give it to you," she said. "There are things I couldn't say to your face. Not with everything between us. Not with the war's ashes still clinging to our clothes. But they need to be said." She took a breath. "When I healed your lieutenant that day, I saw something in you. You didn't stop me. You didn't pull your gun. You watched, not with hate, but confusion, like a man waking from a nightmare. Afterward, I asked about you. Quietly, carefully. I learned you'd saved Zelari children during the siege of Kor's Cradle, that you'd been reprimanded for refusing to torch a medical shelter, that you were different, and I hated you for it. That made me flinch, because you reminded me of what I wanted to believe, that some of you were good, that peace wasn't a lie, that maybe, just maybe, we weren't doomed to destroy each other." Her voice trembled. "I began writing to you. Letters I never sent. Messages I erased. But this time I didn't erase it, because I wanted you to know." She hesitated, then whispered, "I cared. I still do." The hologram flickered. Inside the base of the box is a key to an old Zelari temple, abandoned before the war, a place my people considered sacred. I want you to meet me there. No weapons, no uniforms, Just you and me. I don't know what you'll say, or if you'll come, but if you feel what I feel, you'll know it's worth it. The light faded. I sat still for a long time. The war had ended, but something else was beginning. 3 days later, I arrived at the coordinates. The temple was half buried in moss and vines, glowing stones humming softly under the canopy of alien trees. I stepped inside slowly, heart pounding like a drum. She stood near the altar without her cloak or armor, just her, as she truly was. Our eyes met. I wasn't sure you'd come, she said. Neither was I. We stared at each other in silence. Then I said it. I watched that message a dozen times. I only recorded it once. I know, I whispered. That's why it felt real. She stepped forward. I didn't want to forget what love felt like, she said. So I gave it shape, a box, a hope. And I opened it, I replied, and found something I didn't expect. She looked up at me. What did you find? I swallowed. Peace. Not the treaty. Not the silence after fighting. But the kind that happens when you stop being alone. Her eyes shimmered. She touched my hand, and I didn't let go. We stayed in that temple until night fell, talking, remembering, dreaming of something better. 2 soldiers from opposite sides. 2 people who never forgot the small kindnesses in a world of pain, and who opened something far more powerful than a box. Each other.